Richard here for My Salon Coaching, and I won't be able to do the Salon Coaching Friday, so I thought I'd bring a few videos in, and we'll see how we go. I'm actually going to go on holiday and get a bit of R&R, got some great books to read. I'm just going to do a bit of chilling. So I don't know where you are on your journey, but I'm going to try and help you today, but realize that you need an abundance of new clients walking through your door, and I mean an abundance coming through. What you need to figure out is how many clients you need. So let's say your dream down here, for example, your dream at the end, when you put down your scissors or you go, enough, I think I'm there yet. So your dream could be to sell the salon when you get to the end, work part-time, whatever days you want, 1 day a week, 2 day a week, 1 day a month, whatever suits you. Or to work itself, to have as an investment and don't work in it at all, just work on it. Or go and do whatever you want to do, go and climb Kilimanjaro for a while. I don't know what your dream is. But indirectly, I've got to look at these salons here. You need about 700,000 or 500,000 to get yourself to some sort of level that's really sellable, or your staff to run it for you. Now, to take this back here, I don't know where you are on your journey. So, for example, let's just say you know what your dream is, because with me, I never knew what my dream was. I just thought I was going to get a salon. And I was just going to keep working and keep upping it and upping it and upping it. And I was chasing the $1 million and just trying to get as much as I possibly can. I knew my percentages well and just thought, that's happy. But when I realized how much I actually wanted, once you put a figure on it, it gives you something to work for. And I know some people out there have them goals. But what I want you to break down is how many bods, how many bums on seats do you actually physically need? Now, I reckon the average client that you get, one of your good ones, is worth about 2,000 a year for you. That's what I reckon. And the average client comes about every 12 weeks, but your good clients, of course, come every 6 weeks because you've got them trained well. And that's why, for example, some are going to be worth 1,000 and some are going to be worth 2,000 to you. And we can averagely work this out, for example. So what we need just to get the bottom figure of 500,000 in your takings, we need 5,000 clients. It's as simple as that. We need 5,000 clients to get that. And indirectly, to work yourself through there, how many clients you got on your database at the moment? I don't know. But you may think you're okay, you're busy, you're treading water, but you are going to be losing clients. I mean, the average salon loses about 20%. But indirectly, if you want to grow your salon, you've got to push it. So you've got to get new clients on tap. So if you imagine where your dream is, when you're here halfway through, you've got to be on 2,500 clients by now. And then, of course, you're going to start growing through here as we get through. But how are you going to attract these clients? Because what I'm trying to produce here is a mini system that can help you guys do that. But you're going to have, for example, some clients that are going to come from referral. Okay, whatever happens, you're going to do some good bloody work and people are going to tell their friends about you. That's cool. This should equal about 80%, by the way, of your intake of clients. But you've still got another 20% that you need to find somewhere. And this 20% indirectly is not a lot of clients that you've got to find. Now, if you had a marketing strategy that went out there and you did it every single day, it was planned on a monthly basis or even a fortnightly basis or even a 6-monthly basis, whatever you want to achieve. Now, if you had a plan that got you to that, every single time a new client walks through that door, you'd be sitting there going, cha-ching, that's $1,000 towards my goal. Every new client. So let's just say you get 10 clients a week. You know for a fact that's going to equal 10 grand. Or if you get one of your top clients in there, that is going to be 20,000 for you. $20,000 for 20 new clients. I don't know about you, but what I do when I woke up and saw this, my aim was every time that phone rang and a new client said, can I come in? I had systems in place that when they came in, I won a lot of my salons over. So I kept at least 50% of all my new clients without fail. So that meant my average client, by the way, was here. It was 2,000 per client, so that was me. So I knew indirectly in my world that if I got 10 clients to come in that were brand spanking new to me, if they were new through my door, I would guarantee I'd keep 5 of them for at least a year. I also knew with my salon that I would be able to get $2,000 because I was a high-end salon per person. So indirectly, when they walk through, yes, I get 100 or I get 150 or 200, as they walk through the door. But I'm looking at the lifetime value of my client, and the minimum that was, because I kept 50% of them, I knew that I was going to get 2,000. So that was for me, that I knew that 5 clients would give me 10 grand. It's as simple as that. I knew if I got 10 clients through the door, 5 would stay for at least a year. I mean, ideally they stay a long time than that. I've got 10 grand. $10,000, like really? 5 new clients walking through the, sorry, 10 new clients walking through the door, keeping 5, I've got 10 grand in the bank. Now, what happens if we multiplied this? I mean, let's just say, for example, through here, what happens if I really worked on this and I got 100 people coming through the door in a month? Okay, so out of that 100 in a month, I'm going to keep 50. Okay, now that 50, as you know, is worth 50,000 per month, is how I grew my salon. I mean, we're going to get to this figure pretty easy, hey? You've got to respect the fact that every time your phone rings, that new client comes in, how much is it worth to you? Work out your lifetime value. Work out how long do you think a client stays with you. Go back in your history and find this out, and then work out what is a client worth. How much do they spend over that time? Because if you're up to the $1,000 mark, wow, you are there. If they're 2,000, you're even taking even more. I mean, some of my creme de la creme clients spent 3,000 to 4,000 a year, but indirectly, a nice average. So every time that phone rings, you're going to be saying to yourself, cha-ching, the phone is ringing. Now you know this. Are you going to be making an effort to get fresh, brand new clients in the salon? Because that'd be my priority. Because if I spent enough time earning this in a month by getting, 100 people through my door, and I worked on that, I couldn't cut hair fast enough to earn 50 grand a month. It's impossible. I couldn't do it. And also, if I've got all these new bodies that are coming through, I direct them to my staff, not to me. I don't want them. Give them to the staff. My job is to do this. So that's my challenge to you, really, is when you hear that phone ring, work on that. And if you find you're not holding a salon client long enough, work on your client journey, on your customer service, your basics. Give them some love. Really, really work well. But this is huge, Think about it. Every time that phone rings, is it worth 2,000 to you or 1,000 to you? Because even if it's only worth 1,000, you still got 25 grand that's coming through your door each month by getting 100 bums on seats. Now, the aim of the game is not to get any willy-nilly person out there. Don't stick an advert on Facebook and say, come and get your hair done for $10. They're not going to stay around. You need to work backwards. Like, who is your ideal client? Who is your top 30, 40, 50? What do they have in common? When you work that out and you know how to attract them, you're attracting the creme de la creme, the ones that love you and the ones that you love doing. And that's the key for that. So my challenge to you, get on with it. Think about your new clients. Think about every time that phone rings and your staff say, no, we're too busy. Do I need new staff? I can't get new staff in because we're not busy enough. Get a staff member and get some advertising out there. Work on it. Speculate to accumulate. Get yourself to your dream as fast as possible. I spoke to a lady today, just half an hour ago before I did this, and we talked about the fact that if you have a buffer, if you have a bit of a buffer to really, really get yourself into a safety zone, your attitude towards work is a bit different. So my challenge to you, learn how to get clients in the door quickly and cheaply as possible and turn them into a long-standing client. Take care.